I have a rather heavy mould and some eco pour. And this mould I've never used before, so we're both going to see what it looks like. Both, I mean us, we. I'm assuming it is a bauble, so I want to try and make it as less Christmassy as possible, because I'm not a Christmas fan, and it's only August. We don't need Christmas. Not yet. It comes too soon as it is. So I am not measuring, because I do want to make it quite thin. I don't want it too thick, because I want to be able to get it to smush into all of the little bobbly bits. Although, I didn't think about doing it to the actual base. I did do it to the top, and the top, brilliant. Mistakes were made in the bottom. So if you want to see how I turn this into a non-Christmassy type bauble, then stick around. So I'm mixing like a mad woman, and this one is a little bit lumpy, this version. This bit, I didn't mix it very well, but this is really, really, really good stuff. I hadn't realised I'd actually left something in the pot before I put my powder in, because I'm a fairy. So I'm pushing it in, pouring it in, not pushing it in. Don't push liquid, oi doy. And giving it a tap, and I'm also going to get my hand underneath and give it a squeeze. Now, I do get a little bit messy, I can't lie, but you know, if you're not getting messy, are you really crafting? And obviously not enough. So there wasn't enough for the top, and there wasn't enough for the bottom. So I'm going to have to make up some more. And again, I want to make it thin so I can get it to mush it around a bit. But I'm going to leave that to one side while I fill the top. And this is what I didn't do with the bottom half. Again, I'm mixing up the eco pour. It's really nice stuff. I really like it. It's a little bit more expensive than Aquacast, but I don't know, I just like the crisp whiteness. I have got quite a lot of Aquacast. I've not even opened the tub yet. But I think if I had to choose, I think Aquacast for quickness, as in I can just paint it and job's good and it's done. But for the whiteness, definitely eco pour. Aquacast for the price, but eco pour for the fact it's more forgiving. Yeah. So they've both got equal merits. But I've topped up that one, and then I looked at the cup and I'm thinking, I don't think I'm going to have enough for this now to fill the actual lid. So I don't know why I'm faffing there. So I've started to fill it up, and then I'm going to have to give it a really good squash and a squeeze, because there is a like an O-ring on the top where you're supposed to put your ribbon to dangle it off a tree. You put this on your blooming tree, it is going to break the tree. It is so heavy. I mean, wow. And I'm using stick just to poke into the little holes at the bottom, just to make sure I'm getting rid of them bubbles. Bubbles? No, bubbles. But if you've noticed, I've swirled my eco pour around and it's gone into all the little divots. That's what I should have done with the actual bottom. As you will see, there is a big difference between the bottom and the top. Top came out absolutely perfect. And yes, I'm going to have to do a little bit more. And I don't know if I show you that bit. Do I? Oh, I do. I'm so sorry. I thought I'd skip this bit, but obviously I haven't. So I'm just going to waffle for a little minute or two. Oh, we all love a good waffle. And I do think I made this one a bit thicker, so I had to add some more water to it. And yes, I found my trusty plastic knife. My trusty plastic knife is absolutely brilliant. But then doing more for the lid, I actually ended up making too much. So I am going to fill a couple of more 3 moulds. One, you'll see it come out. Well, you won't see it come out. You'll see it done, but you won't see what I'm going to do to the end of it, the end results, because I haven't decided how I'm going to do it, but I know what I'm going to do, because it's the one I've been wanting for a long while. I can't remember who I saw first do it, and I just thought, oh my god, that is wonderful. I did not go around this lid properly. So when I just said it was perfect, I meant the outside of it, not the inside of it. I do get a couple of bubbles under the rim. And again, not a problem. It is mine. And I am going to eventually put wax in it. I'm getting a little stock of pots at the minute to put candles in. And I'm going to actually see if I can do it properly. Instead of just melting down old wax and redoing them, I'm going to do it from proper. Yeah. Ah, dear. Watch me go and fluff it up. But anyway, this one is a bowl. Yes, it is a bowl. But that's not what I'm going to use it for, because I like the way I like it. Yeah, I'm not going to give any spoilers, because, well, what's the point of doing a video if I'm going to spoil it? Thank you to all my members. You are all awesome sauce, and I am so appreciative of each and every one of you. So yes, that is a bowl, and it's a pretty bowl. I also did a butterfly. There was not quite enough to fill the butterfly, but it's done it enough. I've painted that blue now, a couple of days after I've actually done the video. Now, ooh, this bauble. In fact, I'm not even going to say a bauble, this ball. The lid, brilliant. Came out not a problem. The mould, squishy, soft, nice. But yes, I do have little holes, and I was being really careful not to snap the top. But look at that. It is just so pretty. I do have to cut that middle bit out. Actually, I just poked it through the end of a paintbrush, and it was brilliant. Because it's thin, it just snaps straight off. But the bauble, because I hadn't the ball bottom, or whatever it's called, the base, because I didn't swirl it around like I did with the lid, I've got a lot of indentations where the ball bits are. Oh my god, I don't even know what I'm trying to say here. I have a lot of bubbles in the decoration of it. Yeah, the decorative bits. Oh dear me, I'm talking rubbish. Always put your mould back as soon as possible so it doesn't get out of shape or bent out of shape. Now, that's when I noticed I got quite a big dimple on the lid. So what I'm going to do is I am going to scrape it rather than fill it. Again, this is just for me, so I don't have to make it perfect. And I'm just using some tweezers and just scratching around while it's still damp, because it's a lot easier to do it when it's damp. And just smoothing it round so it don't look so obvious. Yeah, obvious. And it does work out a treat. It looks quite nice. You can't really tell there's bubbles. It just looks a little bit different, bit more wibbly wobbly. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm waffling again. So yes, take note, this is not a Christmas bauble. And please stick around to the end, because what I do in this video completely changes at the end in the photos, because I looked at it and thought, I don't like this. So yeah, what you see me do completely alters. And now I do like it. It's more me. I made it too pretty. I'm not a pretty person. I mean, I'm not even pretty. But yeah, I like my more gothy stuffs. So yeah, this is not going to be all pretty. It's going, well, saying that, it's a gothy pretty. Yeah. I got some nice ribbon from the range. £2, I think it was, for a roll. So it's very nice. It looks really pretty on it. Maybe a tad big, but I like it. I mean, it's not one you could hang up. Like I said, it's way too blooming heavy. So now it's time for me to stain it. Now this is just a mix of green and white and water. And I just wanted to stain it to make it look aged. And my initial thoughts was to try and keep the white bobbly bits. Yeah, the paint just kept dribbling everywhere because I got it too watery. And, well, so I went over everything. Now, I do like the colour, don't get me wrong. It's a nice colour. In fact, it looks like my actual glass table there. Tabletop saver, should I say. But I kept looking at it and thinking, even after doing about 3 or 4 coats, because I wanted to layer it up but look a bit more patchy, like it's worn. I liked it. I did like it. It just wasn't me. So I decided that I'm going to change it up. But if you need to make a wash, like I said, just a little bit of paint and a bit of water and just dab it everywhere. Now, if you wanted to make it a little less stark, then you could use tissue just to dab it off a little bit. But for me, this was just not enough colour. I needed more colour. So the layering of it was brilliant. And I quite like the fact the paint ran, so you got like a stained paint. I just wish I'd have done a different colour. See, now it looks a little marbled because the paint drips have gone everywhere in different places, and followed the lines around, and it does look pretty cool. I like it. But then I kept staring at it, like I said, and I'm thinking, I don't like it now. And I was trying to paint the bottom like a fairy, knowing full well it's not quite dry yet, and it just kept mixing in with the paint, so it just made it whiter and whiter. So I left the bottom. Actually, I think I dried it as well. You are supposed to wait for these to completely dry, but I wanted to see if it was like aquacast and soaked in better. It is not. It doesn't soak in like aquacast does, which isn't a bad thing. But when you want to do a stain like this, you do kind of want it to soak in a little bit. It just wasn't working at this point. So, although I do keep the green, I do change it up. So the green I like. What I'm going to do next to it, I don't. It's too Christmassy, to be fair, and I didn't want Christmassy. Because Christmassy is not my thing. Unless it's Grinch. I like Grinch. Grinch is for life. So I'm going to put a couple of 3 coats all over this. I really should have let each one dry in between. I did not. But, whatever. I did paint the whole of the bottom of the top. Whole of the bottom of the top? Does that even make sense? Okay. Maybe it doesn't. And again, because it was still wet, it was not adhering to it. And look at me, ever the professional, completely off screen. So I'm trying to think, if I put that down, that's now going to soak, leave wet patches, it's not going to dry out, so I have to put it on its side. in a bit. And I'm just going over that one again just to get a bit more colour. And then the next thing I'm going to do is just give it a quick rub over, clean up the mess I've made, obviously. And then think about letting it dry for a bit. And then I'll come back and do the next part, which is an absolute waste of time because I don't actually leave it there. I am using my knife just to take any umps and bumps off because it's a little bit bumpy, you know, where I've left a few lumps in. Just, like I said, when it's damp, it's so much easier to scrape. So now I've started putting on silver, and I'm using silver rub and buff that Tina at Pour Resins with Love sent me because she didn't like it. And yes, she's right, it stinks, but I like it stinky, that kind of stinky. So I'm using my finger just to highlight the details. I do go a little bit crackers and get it everywhere, but right now it's going to look a mess. But when I do the next stage, it's going to look really, really pretty. Well, I think it does. And you don't have to sit through the next stage because the next stage took forever. Because I used, what did I use? Paintbrush. Yes, to do all the details. So it's going on nicely with the finger, but obviously they're not very raised up, so I am catching the actual pot itself and not just the detail. But I wanted it to look like the lid on the side. I think I achieved that, even though I got a bit messy. I'm not sure whether to put cork on the bottom or some little feet when it dries. Not sure. But I'm also not sure whether to actually seal it with some acrylic varnish, just to make it shiny. I don't know. Does it need the shine or does it need to be kept as it is? Let me know in the comments when you see the end if you think I should make it shiny or leave it, because I can't make my mind up. I quite like the matte finish of it, but then I do think I would like to see it shiny, but I've added something else to it that is shiny, so do I want the contrast? Decisions. It's always so difficult. But yeah, this is really nice stuff. I'm going to have to invest in some more. I do think I remember seeing, though, a purple at some point. I don't know if it was Rub and Buff, though. I can't actually remember where I saw it. But I definitely want a purple. And I think these are really cool. I think these would actually sell well as well if you put candles in, or you know, just use it as a sweetie pot, or you put your jewellery bits in. Oh, a nice little cushion sat in the bottom, that'd look lovely to put like your rings and stuff on. Now I was being ever so gentle, and then I realised I'd made a huge mess inside with the actual paint. So I do go inside and rub the silver everywhere inside, and that I think I am going to seal, because I think that might come off in the wax. If anybody knows, if it does, let me know. Save me a job. Or should I just coat it in the wax that I'm pouring in? I don't know. But we'll see. If anybody has bright ideas, I'm all for pinning my ears back and listening. So I definitely needed to put some more out, and that was me using my teeth to unscrew the top. and then squeeze some more out. Now, it was very hot, and although that is very creamy, it was drying really fast. So it did look like I wasted a lot on my glass thing. I didn't mean to. It was just really hot, and it just would not stay damp. Drove me nuts. Because I don't like waste, so. And I'm sorry I'm talking so quiet, but it's like nearly 6 o'clock in the morning now, and no sleep again. And I don't want to wake everybody up. Well, they'll all be waking up soon for work and that, so. No worse than being woke up before you should be. So I did think I'd missed a bit, and I kept going over the same spot over and over again, thinking, is that white or is it silver? And it was actually silver. It was just the light catching through the window. Like, oh, you muppet. So yeah, I used a lot. Easy enough to wash off your hands though. Really cool. I really do like this one. I think I can see me doing quite a few of these and dotting them around the house. I think next time I want to see if I can try not to have the pattern on, because I can see that being a jack. I mean, if I can scrape the pattern off while it's damp, that'd be an ideal jack from Nightmare Before Christmas. Oh dear. We'll have to see if I can do it. I bet it's not hard to get them bubbles off. Especially if I don't swirl around the actual mix. Anyway, I have nearly done. Please stick around to the photos, because like I said, I have altered it, because I can't leave note alone. And let me know what you think. Is the bow okay? Is it too big? Do you like it better this way or in the photos? Do you think I should be able to try and shave off the bits to make it into a jack? Let me know in the comments what you think. And I shall catch you all in the next one. Please take a look at the photos, because like I said, it looks different. And I like it. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.